Buddy, welcome aboard. Happy Monday. It's good to see you all. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so we're off daylight savings time. So for 1 week, we were 4 hours from the Brits, and then we went back to 5 hours. And now we're, I don't even know, what is it? Like, are we GMT minus 5 now? GMT minus 6? I have no idea. What is GMT? What time is GMT? So we are 5 hours behind GMT now, and it was 4. Okay. Time zones are hard. Yeah, I wish they would either leave us on daylight time, which is stupid, or put us onto Atlantic Standard Time and call it a day. Atlantic Standard Time would be fantastic, dude. We get so much more sunlight. I mean, sort of. We'd still get, like, during the peak of winter, during the dog days of winter, we'd still get, like, not a lot of sunlight in the evening, but it's rough right now because it gets dark here. It already gets dark here at 4:30. Here in a month, once we hit Christmas time and, once we hit the solstice, the sun will start setting at like 3:45 p.m. And that's really depressing. The sun's out for like 6 or 7 hours a day. So it gets a little tough sometimes. Jojo Bear, good to see you. But yeah, Nathan 3113, welcome aboard. We're here. We made it through another weekend. I was sick all weekend, so I mentioned on Friday I started coming down with a cold, and it sort of came to a head Friday night. Like after the stream, I felt awful, and I stayed up far too late, talking to a buddy of mine, just talking nonsense and whatnot. He's got a new job, getting ready to move, and all sorts of stuff, and yeah, it was a good time. And then I took myself some NyQuil. I put myself into a drug-induced stupor and went to bed, intending to sleep and not care about anything and yada yada. So I fall asleep, and maybe 45 minutes after I fall asleep, I hear wah, wah, wah. The baby wakes up. My wife, thankfully, because she's so awesome, goes and takes care of the baby because I was not feeling well. And I was like, all right, whatever, man. So I went back to sleep. I just started dozing off. And all of a sudden I hear beep, 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 and the freaking smoke alarm outside my bedroom door goes off for no, like it chirped 3 times, and it's like, all right, I'm done. That's it. It was a full trigger too, because like there's a light on the bottom of it that comes on. And so I'm like, boom, I wake up, I look out, I catch like the end of the beeping, the light's on, and then it stops, and I'm just like, I'm like, what the hell was that? Because it didn't register to me that it was a smoke alarm. To me, it just sounded like this shrill, like whatever. Because again, I'm in a drug-induced NyQuil slumber, trying to get rid of this cold, and now my heart is trying to beat out of my chest. I don't even want to know. The alert didn't go through. Oh, I didn't see. Give it a second, Dasudia. I think the API has been having some issues. We'll see if we can beat it into submission though. But yeah, see, it didn't even go through on Twitch here to studio. I didn't even see it pop up on Twitch. So when it pops up on Twitch, it'll pop up over on my alert thing. But I can't do anything until. But thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. We'll do the thank yous in a second. So yeah, so my heart's trying to beat itself out of the chest. I have no idea what that noise was, because it sounded like an alarm. It sounded like obviously it was an alarm. It just sounded like this shrill, single loud beep coming from somewhere in my house. Like there was a bomb that was being dropped or something. So I lay there for a second. I catch my breath. I make sure my heart is still beating. Hop out of bed. My wife was still awake because she couldn't fall asleep after the baby went down. And she's like, I really hope that he didn't hear that. Like, there's no way that I wasn't going to hear it. Not a chance. Yeah, so I went downstairs. I talked to her for a moment, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And she's like, I think it was a smoke alarm upstairs. I'm like, well, why did it go off? So I came upstairs and I grabbed my can of compressed air and I dusted the crap out of it. And then I laid in bed, and then I was like all nervous, and like anxiety hit me, and like I started shaking and whatnot. Like it was a bad situation. And then finally the drug-induced stupor from NyQuil wins over, and I finally fell asleep, and that was that. But it was, yeah, I was not feeling well, and I really wanted to get some sleep, and it just didn't happen Friday night. So I think it was Saturday night. We were watching some TV and whatnot, And my wife, again, graciously offers to get up with the baby, because I usually get up with the baby on Sunday mornings, because the baby gets up way too damn early, and it's even worse now with daylight savings. So she volunteered to get up, and I'm like, thank you so much. I love you, dear. You're the best. And I think I fell asleep at like 8:30. Like, I'm pretty sure I was in bed by like 8:30ish, and I slept until 9 a.m. the next morning, going through the time change. So I slept like 13 hours or something Saturday night. I started feeling real good on Sunday. Sunday, I started feeling like a human being again. But that was the drama of my weekend. So there I went through to Sudi. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, you gotta hit the button. You gotta hit the button. Just to set it off. And I don't know why it didn't come through over here. Yeah, so yours was a resub. So you have to like refresh and hit the button that says, all right, show my actual sub. And I have no idea. Oh, there it is. There it came through. There you go. The API has been doing weird stuff lately. I don't know, man. But yeah, so that was weird. 6 months ago on a Sunday afternoon, had an odor of something burning in the kitchen. Smoke alarms didn't go off. Ended up at the fire department checking on, was probably something to do with LED bulbs. Nothing definite. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think it was dust, because like the location of that smoke alarm is probably not the best. It sits next to the return for my my upstairs heating and air conditioning system. Like there was nothing. There wasn't. I didn't smell anything. There was nothing. Like it beeped 3 times and that's it. My smoke detector carbon monoxide detector has voice alerts. When you're the only one in the house at 2:30 in the morning and you hear low battery, you kind of freak out a bit. Yeah. Eagle 11, refresh the page and come back, refresh the page, and then you'll hit a button where you can send a notification. If you're a resub, you have to hit the button that says I want to send my message. And if you've subscribed manually, then you have to manually trigger that, which requires you to refresh the page. So yeah, getting woke up like that is the worst. Oh my gosh. And I don't deal well with that stuff. Like I had a house fire, a long time ago at this point, but it messed me up pretty good for a long time. So frequent viewers of the channel will know that fire is not my friend. And to have something like that go off, especially like with with my daughter and all that, and it's a little tough. But hey, NyQuil, it took care of the job. I probably wouldn't have fallen asleep otherwise if it hadn't been for the NyQuil, that's for sure. Fire bad, very bad. Yes. How you doing, Stan? Good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. But yeah, we're here tonight. We're competing with World Flight this week. We'll see. We'll see who's more interesting. I was just looking at VatSpy because I was curious, and I noticed that they're flying into somewhere in South America, but I don't think they have any ATC coverage. Like there's all of these targets on the ground, at an airport that I don't even know where this is at. But none of these, there's no ATC coverage down here. So I can just imagine what World Flight using CTAF and now voice CTAF is going to be like. I bet it's an adventure. We did World Flight a few years ago. Oh, man, how long has that been? Max probably isn't here. Was that 4 years ago? 3 years? I think it was 3 years now. I guess it was earlier than I thought it was. Yeah, it was right before the partnership stuff that we did World Flight. It was we went out to RC no, it wasn't RC Flyer. What the hell was his name? Rob was his name, in South Bend, Indiana. And Josh and John Fly and myself and Max and a few people met us there, and it was interesting. It was a very interesting night. It ended up with us killing the stream because there was maybe too much alcohol involved, and yeah, the details of which I probably shouldn't tell, but it ended up with an apology towards the people we were supporting, and they were just like, whatever, dude. Yeah. Jonathan Cordova, how you doing? It's Nick, welcome aboard. Archbar Battennorth, welcome aboard. Yeah, it got pretty ugly, Ernie. It got pretty ugly. I was trying to sleep, dude. Yeah, I was trying to fall asleep at that point, and I got woken up, and I'm like, he's like, you got to shut off the stream. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm like, I just want to sleep. Leave me alone. And it sort of went from there.
Retard.
We made it though. Max and I successfully navigated our leg somehow. We got a reroute on the way, and the sim wasn't doing very well, and it was a night. I learned a lot of things that night. But yeah. But we're here. We're gonna do some GA flying tonight. When you have to apologize to the charity, I know. Well, and that's the thing is we were like, oh my gosh, dude, like they promoted us on Facebook and this and that, and we had a lot of people watching at one point. And I know even the Brits were making fun of us, saying, "Oh, the Americans are wasted." It was definitely true. And the guy from the charity was just like, you know what? Hey, you guys, like, you got us a lot of money, and all the money got donated. I honest to God, all the money ended up in the right place. I think some people were concerned that maybe that wasn't going to be the case, but I assure you, everything that was donated was given to the proper charity, a local children's hospital, actually. And there was quite a lot of money that was donated. So, they were like, hey, whatever, you guys had a good time. We got some recognition, and we got some funds out of it. So whatever. RA Flower, that's the one. Yeah. So yeah, how many beer? Dude, I don't remember that far back, man. Iowa Scotsman, what's going on, man? Yeah. Stan, sometime remind me, dude. I'll tell you the story about the whole thing. I'll tell you the unfiltered version. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right, Tango? Anyway, Torminator, how you doing, man? It's good to see you, Torb. I forgot to say hello to you earlier. No such thing as too much alcohol. I think that's incorrect. So yeah, here we are. We're gonna do some GA flying tonight. I got a fun flight plan tonight. I went and looked for some FS economy stuff, and I tried to find some stuff that was, remotely interesting. And so my little TBM is based here in Reed Hillview Airport. And there were some jobs that went from Reed Hillview up to Oakland. So the first leg is going to be VFR, Reed Hillview to Oakland. We'll stop there, drop our passengers off, make the turn, and then we'll do a VFR flight out to Sacramento. So we're going to head out to Mather Airport, which is untowered on the network. So we'll just do a VFR flight, get flight following and all that stuff coming out of here. If we're lucky, maybe we can get a Bravo clearance on the way. Make a turn there, do a quick turn, do a quick flight plan, and then file that, and then we're going to make our way down to Half Moon Bay. I wasn't going to go to Half Moon Bay because I feel like we always go to Half Moon Bay, but it's 5 miles overcast 400 right now. So there's a good chance that we may not even make it to Half Moon Bay if the minimums are too low. So right now we can get down to 300 feet AGL on the LPV, which will get us in there. So we'll see. It's getting foggy in Half Moon Bay. So we'll get to go actually shoot a proper instrument approach, and hopefully the sim lets us actually do that. So yeah, I wasn't planning on doing Half Moon Bay. I had some other flight planned down in like this area near Bakersfield, but when I saw the conditions, I was like, let's go shoot an actual approach. So we'll pick up an IFR clearance. We'll make our way down there, and we'll see what happens, because there's the whole Western U.S. expansion was supposed to happen. And the reason why Keith did the way he did is he's like, okay, we can finally get some weather, because SoCal is basically always perfect. I swear to you, dude, I have encountered so many times, I think like 9 times out of 10, when I log on here and I go to do this stream, it's like everything is green, okay? Obviously, there are some spots on the coast that are not green, and we can't do every single airport into North Bend, Oregon. I don't really care. I'll fly into North Bend to my heart's, to my eyes bleed, but that's not really interesting for the stream. I guess neither is Half Moon Bay anymore, but whatever. But it's always green. It's always VFR everywhere. And you see, like, even the IFR stuff here is outside the coverage area. So it's not like we could do any of that stuff and, have I mean, we could do that, because I think Denver Center runs pretty far. Yeah, Denver Center runs into some of these areas out here, out in that neck of the woods of Colorado. But yeah, so like the weather has been few and far between. We're going to do the flight tonight in this thing. This is the Epic E1000, G1000 edition, C, What happened to my frames, dude? Oh, we're 40-ish. I guess it's fine. So yeah, I haven't flown this plane. I was trying to figure out when I last flew this in the stream. I actually don't know. Because I have been neglecting the YouTube channel. I wasn't able to go back and check and see. It's been long enough. It's been long enough that I needed to reactivate it, which means it's been at least a month. At least I think. Oh man, probably a month and a half at least. I think it's been closer to like 2 or whatever months. But yeah. E1000 G1000 edition, special edition, Pro Ultimate. Here we go. Clocky, good to see you. Jetfire 5101, good to see you. Hope y'all are doing well. And yeah, we'll say some thank yous and we'll get this show on the road. Who's the first one tonight? LA Marcus here for 31 months. LA Marcus, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers, buddy. It's not just water, I promise. After that was Eagle 11. Eagle 11, welcome back for 12 months. Thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers to you, my friend. Serby is here for 27 months. Airplanes. Thank you very much, Serby. Cheers, buddy. Hope you're looking forward to your snow this weekend. Technomage, thank you very much for your support and welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Christian 2920 is here for 4 months. New phone, who dis? Christian, thank you very much, buddy. Cheers. Appreciate it. Dasudia, thank you very much for your continued support. I think you're here for 2 months, I see. 3 months, a couple months, 1 month. What do we got there? 2 months subscriber. Thank you very much, Dasudia. Cheers, buddy. Papa Bear, thank you very much for your 2 months as well. I appreciate that. Big Papa Bear, sorry. Cheers, buddy. 505 Northman's here for 14 months. Thank you very much for your continued support, 505. Cheers. And last but not least, we have Clocky180 with the tier 2 sub for 33 months. Clocky, thank you very much for the 33 months, and thank you for the tier 2 sub. I really do appreciate it, buddy. Cheers. Oh, yeah. A little bit of gin, a little bit of soda water, just a splash of lime. It's good stuff. Verity, happy Friday. It's good to see you, my friend. So, yeah. Let's go fly some airplanes. Like I said, it's the Epic E1000 G1000 edition. I love this airplane. We're flying on PilotEdge tonight, doing some NorCal stuff. Let's see here. I want to make sure the X economy, I'm doing FS economy stuff. That's the driver for this flight. So, yep, that's all done. So we'll just go ahead and we'll set the parking brake and we'll get the sucker started. And then we'll work on getting out of here. So you're in the feather position, you're in the off position. Let's go bat 1, bat 2, fuel pumps, starter gen. Parking brake is set. Fuel pump, our fuel selector is on the right side, which is fine. And then we will come down here, turn the ignite. Actually, no, we hit the starter and then we turn the igniter on at like 15% or something. Oh, hey. What's up? I forget where you're supposed to kick the igniter on, but 15 sounds good to me. Doors open or something? It's awfully loud. I think this thing hot starts every time. Yeah. I don't recall there being an easy way to not get this thing to hot start. So shiny. All right, turn the igniter off. We want to have the gens on. Is there? Oh yeah, starter gen's already on. Avionics master on. Those can stay on. Fuel auto selector stays off for now. Pusher can come on. Autopilot trim pressurization. Good. Taxi beacon nav. Good. Pitot stall heat. Inertial separator can come on for now. Oh, the door. Ooh, hey, we're moving. Wasn't supposed to happen. The door is open. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. What do you know? Please close. Where's the magic click spot? Oh, boy. Hi. How for do I shut door? There it goes. It's not Max for once. Who is it? Ah, it's Anthrax. Yeah, he's PC in his PC-12. All right, 1 notch of flaps here. Let's get our trim set. So we'll set the elevator trim. That's not the elevator. There's elevator trim. Cool. We are going to make our way up to the Oakland airport. We're heading up there VFR. So I'm gonna, once we're up in the air, I'm gonna call up NorCal approach. So let me grab that frequency here. NorCal approach here is a phone number apparently, 120.1. So let's tune that in right here. 120.1. And then we will grab the local CTAF frequency, which is 19.8. Yeah, 19.8. That's set. Good. I'm going to plan on going to 2,500 feet. Good there. That's done, that's done. And the last thing I want to set is the Oakland ATIS. So let's grab Oakland ATIS. I want to go to signature, so what I want to request is 28 right. 28 right or 10 left if I can. ATIS is 3377. 3377. Put that down here in COM 2. 3377, there we go. If I do... Where's the buttons at? Down here. Yeah, we're not going to pick it up just yet, are we? Okay. Make sure everything's tuned up here. All right. And then we'll chew transponder, VFR, transponder, altitude. There we go. Right rudder, left rudder. Left controls. Controls are good. And our parking brake is off. Let's grab the weather conditions. So we're going to take off out of here. I'm going to head to the southeast. No matter what happens, we're heading to the southeast. 3105. Actually, we'll take off runway. We'll take off 31 right, and I'll sort of head like northeast-ish because I need to avoid the San Jose Charlie. So let's do a quick briefing here. Okay. So our flight path up to Oakland takes us through quite a lot of airspace. I'm going to go ahead and go to a simplified aeronautical version here with ForeFlight. And can I turn the roads off? I don't think I can. I don't actually want to see the roads, but whatever. So what we have to contend with, we have a few things to contend with on this. First of all, there's this surface area Charlie for San Jose. So we cannot get in there until we're talking to ATC. There is a 8,000 foot shelf and a bunch of shelves kind of running along this area here. That's sort of, so I want to head basically along those mountains to make my call, but I'm pretty much going to stay north up there and just try to avoid that Charlie airspace as much as I can. And then we'll keep on heading up here. As we get towards Hayward and Oakland, there is a 4,000 foot shelf, a 3,000 foot shelf, and this is a 5,000 footer. Or, no, this is a 4,000 inside here. Yeah, so that's why I'm picking 2,500. 2,500 keeps me clear of all the obstacles and whatnot. If we were concerned about the Hayward class Echo, that's up to, what, 1,500 feet? Or class Delta, I should say, is 1,500 feet. Yeah. So we should be in touch with Oakland at that point. So, yeah, that's the goal. That is the flight. Hit the record button here. Stop editing, and we'll go. Okay. So I'm going to go into, I think this has a beta mode. It does have a beta mode. Good. If you don't have beta bound to a control, I highly recommend having beta bound to a control. It makes taxiing these turboprops quite a bit easier. As in, like, it makes it actually possible. Not sure where Anthrax went out here. Make sure I don't run into him. We'll run along their runway here. We're going to go all the way to the end of this runway and take off. I think this is one of those airports that's in danger of being closed. Piper Hawk, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? This plane's real good. I don't know if I have a specs command. Do I? If you're, all my specs are listed. I guess I should have a specs command here. I'll do this. 717 Tango Sierra PC specs. There you go. Yeah, you can scroll down and there's the specs right there. Bunch of affiliate links too. Go click them and buy stuff on Amazon. Give me money. I don't get that much money. I've gotten like 3 checks in I think 2.5 years from using the affiliate links on Amazon. Doesn't pay the bills. Tons of GA piston aircraft at the airport, mini jets going in and out of SJC. I'd be surprised if they closed it as it would shift everything to SJC. Well, that's the thing, is the town, Reed Hillview town wants it gone. This is how it always goes. The town wants the airport gone because, you know, they're a bunch of short-sighted idiots. And that's going to shift all the traffic to other airports in the area. And then the process starts anew. Eshin, what's going on, my friend? Second Officer Steve, good to see you. Tribe 9, welcome aboard. I'm running an AMD 3900X and an NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti. Is this the first flight? Yes, it is. Doing 2 VFR flights and an IFR flight. Spotted there, decent, next to a water park. Nice. Let's do vertical speed. 1,500 feet. And I'll set my heading bug slightly northeast. Up to 2,500 feet. Heading. Here we go. Set our lights. 2, 3. That's good. Windshield heat can come on. Those are fine. Igniter's on. Everything there is fantastic. Okay, lights are set. Camera is set. And action. Set, set. That's good. Those are all set. Go flying. Reed Hillview traffic, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, departing runway 31 right. We're going to depart to the northeast, Reed Hillview. Oh, yeah. Hey, good call. Got it. You don't get rich off streaming? No. No. You don't get rich off of hoping for Amazon affiliate money to come in and get you rich. You can get rich off of streaming. You can get rich off the affiliate stuff too, from what I understand. Just not in my, it's not my market. I made a CTAF call. Did it not go through? All right, hang on. That means something's broken. Preferences, ATC is good. Oh crap, that's the wrong button. Mic is good. I made a CTAF call. Did you not hear me? Radio check. You're on 19.8, right? See if Mixer will pay me $20 million. Yeah, right?
Number 4 Mike Whiskey, contact NorCal approach 120.95.
Works for me. Check your sound settings. Redouble traffic, Epic 717 Tango Sierra departing 31 right, northeast departure, Reed Hillview. All right, let's go flying. I generally use about 80% N1 or 80% torque for this takeoff because it gets pretty sporty. Positive rate. Maybe that would work, yes.
Reed Hillview Tower, plate is departing to the northeast.
Redouble traffic, Epic 717 Tango Sierra climbing through 1,200 departing northeast. Last call, Reed Hillview.
3-4 Mike Whiskey at 7,500.
Punch it! Yeah, dude, it doesn't take long.
Number 134 Mike Whiskey, NorCal approach, roger.
Just gonna pull the power back because there's no reason for us to go
Number 8
fast.
Alpha Tango, radio service is terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Where's my yaw damper? There it is. Got it. NorCal approach, Epic 717 Tango Sierra VFR request.
There's 717 Tango Sierra, NorCal, go ahead.
717 Tango Sierra is 2,500, 5 miles east of San Jose. We're an Epic E1000 with like VFR advisories up to Oakland, please. 2,500.
There's 7 Tango Sierra, squawk 6475, maintain VFR.
6475, 7 Tango Sierra. 6475. Let's just turn the flight director off. Fan you out a little bit. Find our 2,500 again.
There's 7 Tango Sierra to contact 4 miles east of the San Jose VOR, altimeter 29905, contact NorCal approach 135.65.
3565, 7 Tango Sierra. I've got to set the altimeter. What do you say, 95? I'm a bad pilot.
There 110 Tango NorCal approach spot 4564, maintain VFR.
NorCal Epic 717 Tango Sierra 2,500.
November 717 Tango Sierra NorCal approach, roger. Oakland altimeter 29906.
Oakland Airport, ATC information,
96.
Juliet. 0053 Zulu.
Juliet.
Wind 290 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 800. Temperature
Really?
16. Dew point 11. Altimeter 29906. Arriving and departing
Number 110 Tango, ready to contact 6 miles east of San Jose.
30.
San Jose altimeter 29905, contact NorCal approach
ILS runway 28
135.65.
divided ILS runway 30 approach and use. VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery. Advise on course heading.
7 Delta Romeo advisory at the airport
and its
site.
flight following requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold
Charlie,
short
contact Boeing Tower.
instructions. Advise on
Bush
initial
Tower,
contact
German.
information, Juliet.
Okay, we got Juliet.
Approach Pilatus
Metropolitan Oakland Airport,
climbing
8
4,000, 5,000. November 1209 Charlie Boeing Tower, runway 32 left clear to land, wind 330
Okay, we're basically just going to follow the coast up here now. There's
November
nothing to worry
NorCal
about.
approach, roger, Oakland altimeter 29906.
We can go in Charlie
96,
airspace, we just
10.
can't go into Bravo airspace.
Number 4 Mike Whiskey, contact
Jen again, it's good to see you.
119.6.
Total Rico, welcome aboard.
Fresno approach 119.6 for Mike Whiskey.
Chip Whip, good to see you. That Romeo had no tower. Nope. That is an untowered field on PilotEdge. So it has a tower in the real world, but it's treated as if it does not have a tower on PilotEdge. So we do CTAF calls and all that stuff. That's why I then called approach once I got up in the air. Yeah, so I can already see Oakland up there. I'm going to ask for 28, right?
Diamond 134 Mike Whiskey at 7500.
November 134 Mike Whiskey, Fresno approach, roger, Alpha's current advise when you have it.
Will advise when in sight. Wilco for Mike Whiskey.
For Mike Whiskey, report when you have Alpha information. Alpha
This
is
model
current.
came out fairly recently, Toto.
Understood. We'll report
I think this version came
out.
out like earlier this year, the E1000 or the G1000. I want to say if it came out like May or something. And they had They had the same guy did the flight dynamics and all that stuff that did the that's done all their other products. Now I don't know how accurate it is. Accuracy is, you know, they're like an 85-90% kind of company.
7 Tango Sierra, confirm we have Juliet.
I have Juliet, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, thanks. Center straight in, refer runway 28 right.
Okay, just straight in 28 right, 7 Tango Sierra. And then that tower frequency, let's grab it. 28 right tower is 18.3. 18.3. There we go. Cool. Switch tanks. Ooh! Nobody saw that. That's backwards. It's backwards from what I think it should be.
Southwest 1, roger.
I'm afraid to click it now. Turboprop set by my twin recently. I know, dude.
Prisoner approach, Diamond 134,
Such
Mike
is
Whiskey,
life.
with information Alpha at 7,500.
For Mike Whiskey, thanks for Alpha.
Somewhere there's an altitude that I'm supposed to hold. All right, there's the Oakland airport. Let's find the runway. Yeah, there's the runways over there. So we'll just we'll head down towards the highway here. Set ourselves up for sort of a cornered base. Is this the third stream in a row that you've done that? It might be, yeah.
Information.
Might very well be the third time I've killed the engine on GA.
Tango. There, 10 Tango, thanks. Center straight in, runway 28 left.
Andrew Erskine, good to see you. Austin Wilkins, what's going on, buddy?
10 Tango.
I finally got you to controller, Austin.
November 7 Tango Sierra, contact open tower 118.3.
18.3, 7 Tango Sierra. At least I think it's you. It'd be embarrassing if it wasn't when I said that.
Charlie, clear. To left, going to signature and east side.
Yes, definitely you. Not Goldsy.
November 09 Charlie, next to the ramp via Alpha, that's frequency.
Alpha to the ramp with you, 09 Charlie.
Oakland Tower, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, 5 miles southeast, inbound, full stop, 28 right.
Epic 717 Tango Sierra, open tower, runway 28 right, clear to land, wind 07.
Good land, 28 right, 77 Tango Sierra. It's a little hazy from all the smoke and whatnot. What are the flap speeds? 180, 130. And the gear is 150. 180, 130, 150. Is that UI on comms for traffic control?
November 7 Delta Romeo, Mr.
Trucks aren't going to see it. The person you're hearing, his name is Austin. Austin's here in chat. Say hi, Austin. Austin's being paid to give us virtual ATC right now. We're flying on PilotEdge. And there are other people who are flying along here. Behind us is a guy in chat named Anthrax.
November 10 Tango, contact tower 118.3, good day.
Still need upgrade from Skyview. Yeah, dude. I love the hell out of this airplane. I know Toto's in here. Like the ultimate comparison that comes up is the TBM versus this, and like they're two different. They're two different goals. They're two different. They're trying to do two different things.
28 right, clear to land, wind 300 28 right, clear land.
And I have just as much fun with either of them. Like I fly them both pretty equally, even when I'm not on the stream.
500.
Jeez, that's a lot of trim. Ho, ho, ho. It's about 90 knots here. I think below 90 knots, she starts getting a little squirrely. Okay, gear is down and 3 green flaps are down indicated. Runway's in sight. We're landing. I love this airplane, yeah. I like them both. Like, I like both this and the TBM. Like I said, they both serve two very different purposes.
100. 50.
Fairly certain that this would not have a GPWS.
20. 10.
Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. I know a heli pilot was flying the TBM earlier. Local tower 77, take us here is clear at Golf, it looks like. We're heading over to Signature.
November 10-7, take us here, taxi to the ramp via Charlie and monitor ground.
Ramp Charlie, monitor ground, 7, take us here. 21 Niner. We park in front because we're important. Turn all the buttons off. My limo is waiting. That's not mine. My passenger's limo is waiting. Well, that was easy. Okay. Just go and jump straight into number 2. I like this plane. Well, there's the Anthrax coming in. See if he does it. Hey, got that nose up pretty high there, buddy. He's got a carrier landing going there. Better check the tail for signs of a tail strike. Oh, then he stopped. Not that we're judging you or anything. All right. How do we open the door? Turn the battery off here. And then, open. There we go. Well, welcome to the first airport. We're going to make it a quick turn. We got more hauling to do here. And the last one's going to take a little longer because it's IFR. All right, so we're going to do VFR out of here. Turn on the iPad. Make our quick turns. All right, flight plan, clear that. We're doing K-Oak. Nope. K-Oak 2. Stop recording as well. KMHR, Sacramento Mather. KMHR. Okay, so if we think about this one, what do we got to deal with here? On the way out of here to the northeast, we have we'll immediately be under a 4,000 foot shelf. We'll have a 5,000 foot shelf to contend with, and then a 6,000 foot shelf. So we got to stay pretty low. Okay. And then as we are making our way up there, let's look at peaks and whatnot. So there's a 1,700 foot peak to the northeast. We're not really too concerned about that. We'll be well above that. There is Mount Diablo, which is 3,845 feet. That's probably going to be the biggest concern coming out of here. And then the rest of it's it looks like the rest of it's fairly straightforward. So What we'll do is we'll see if we can get, maybe we can get a Bravo clearance. See if controller's in a good mood tonight. We are going, how long is this flight? 66 miles. Why don't we see if we can go to 5,500 feet? 7,500? We'll go 7,500 feet. We'll see if we can get VFR advisories at 7,500 feet and make our way up there. Get to see a little bit of the sights and all the, the sights. Pilot Peter, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Those pull cords must have been a nightmare to animate with the lack of soft body and skeletal animations. I hadn't even thought about that, dude. Where was the click spot? Oh, click spot, where art thou, click spot? Found it earlier. This is the thing I hate about some of these planes. I found it earlier. It was like right here, I thought. You'd think it'd be the handle. That would make the most sense. Nope. Was it down? Oh, there. It's right. Maybe. Oh, it's right there. Aha! The bottom of the door. Toto, I think they cheated. It looks like there's just two straight. Yeah, there's like two straight guys. Well, two straight ropes. So they don't actually go bendy bendy. Now it's moved. Now it's up here. I wasn't crazy. There you go. All right. Oh, hey. Lindbergh does it. To Paris in 33.5 hours. Flies 1,000 miles through snow and sleet. Cheering French carry him off the field. And then they retreat. Because they don't know. He could be. It could be war. He says he could have gone 500 miles further, but then he'd be in Germany. The Germans maybe not quite so friendly. Not on, when was this? It doesn't say. Well, it probably does, just can't read it. Crowd roars thunderous welcome. Okay. Fantastic. All right, let's fire this thing back up, and then we'll make our way out of here. Battery 1, battery 2 is good. Left fuel pump, right fuel pump. Fantastic. Make sure my X economy flight is started. And it is. Starter gen on. All that stuff can stay off. All that stuff can stay off. We'll open the inertial separator. We'll turn the beacon on. Nav lights. Parking brake is set. Clear prop. Something about rigid tubes. I always open and close via the menu. That's probably the smart idea. I never claimed to be the smart idea, the smart guy though. ITT came down pretty quick. Their PT6 simulation may be not quite as good as Toto's. Call it a hunch. All right. Matter off. Avionics can come on. We'll just turn the fuel auto select on now because it doesn't matter. That's all set. You forward.
Departure 35.15167 in the box.
Number 116, I'll be back.
Mr. Chow, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Somebody else I missed here, I do apologize.
November 4, Mike Whiskey, taxi to the ramp via Bravo, remain this frequency.
Cool.
Taxi via Bravo, remain this frequency for Mike Whiskey.
Do that. We'll set the trim. And we're looking for 7.5 out of here. 7.5. We'll be departing to the northeast-ish. Okay, so we're going to call clearance up now. Even though we're VFR, we still got to call clearance. Sure.
16, dew point 11, altimeter 29906.
I'm sure Juliet's still
Arriving
current.
and departing runways 28 left, 28 right, 3033. Visual approaches in use. ILS runway 28 right at ILS runway 30 approach in use. VFR departures contact clearance.
Art to Taran. Rod, how you doing, man?
Course heading, altitude.
Happy Monday.
And
It's good to see you, buddy.
Following is requested. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instruction. Advise on initial
How is the
contact. You
icon?
have information, Juliet.
Still have Juliet. How is the icon, dude? I saw one of those things up close for the first time. Fairly certain I won't fit. Call it a hunch. All right.
Ground Pilatus 1
Done.
Tango signature, ready to taxi with the weather.
Clearance 21-1.
Number 110 Tango Oakland, ground confirm. You do have information, Juliet.
Juliet, it is.
121.1.
Number 110 Tango, thanks. Runway 28 right, taxi via Charlie.
We'll go Mike 2, Com 2.
28 right via Charlie. What's your Tango?
Clearance, hello. Epic 717 Tango Sierra. We'd like to grab VFR advisories up to Mike Hotel Romeo, 7,500, please.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Oakland clearance, departure frequency 135.1, squawk 5766.
1351-5766, 77 Tango Sierra.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, read back correct.
Okay, set. That's all set. Let's do vertical speed. And that goes up to 1,500 feet per minute. Set. We'll set the heading bug on the way out of here. Worst case scenario, we'll just go on course. Our on course heading, iPad's still up, isn't it? Our on course heading is 025. Put the iPad away because I keep forgetting about that. This you're not found. Where you at, man? You're supposed to remind me. Oh, you did remind me. Just not enough, apparently. 250 pounds max. You're close. All right. I'll make sure to pop a good squat before. Yeah, dude. That thing looks incredible, man. It's such a neat looking plane. Like I said, I saw that one up close and personal, and I've seen one on the ramp at White Plains, and that was it. We don't see them. I'm surprised actually that I haven't seen any of them up here. You'd think it would be a more common plane with all the lakes and crap we got in this area. All right, let's go beta mode. Welcome, ground. Good evening. Epic 717 Tango Sierra signature with Juliet. Taxi, please.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, Oakland ground runway 28 right, taxi to Charlie.
28 right, Charlie, 717 Tango Sierra. Oh, J3 is a nice plane too, man. You got all the cool toys, dude.
7 Whiskey. Request flight following.
Doing something wrong with life.
Heading 349 and initial altitude of 6500.
Retard.
Rod, thank you very much for the 15 months, man. I appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Whiskey, Oakland clearance, say aircraft type.
Oh, that was Startim. Sorry, Startim. Thank you for 15 months. I saw the R, and I'm like, oh yeah, right. Startim, thanks for 15 months. Rod, it's good to see you again, by the way. I'm losing my mind already.
Direction of flight is north.
That's awkward.
Northwest, and we're going to Calusa
John
County.
Fezza, what's going on, buddy? It's good to see you.
Roger, you want in flight following or no?
Yes, sir. Flight following, please.
I want to Roger. Make sure you make that.
So you have, Rod, you got 3 planes, right? The 22 turbo, the Icon, and the J3. I haven't seen any pictures of the J3, dude.
Okay, squawk 4333 for Cherokee 9617 Whiskey.
And are you going to go to Expo next year?
Correct.
We have nothing else to talk about, so we'll talk about your airplanes. Every pilot likes to talk about his airplane. Nice, dude. When's the Vision Jet coming, man? That's the next step, right? You're going the wrong way when you go to the Cub. I just talked to a flight school today that's getting a Vision Jet soon. An all Cirrus fleet, which of course they do. All right, Tower 18.3. Oh, that's not Tower. Tower 18.3, and departure is 35.1. That's the ILS hold short, so we're good there. 1. Set. Tower, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, holding short runway 28 right.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, open tower. Proceed on course, no further west than I-880. Maintain VFR out of below 2000, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, VFR out of below 2000, we'll stay no further west than I-880. I may have made a mistake here.
Entered runway 28 right, 5,700 feet remaining.
It turns out that the runway's actually further up here. This is the, you know, the place where I'm not supposed to be. It's all right, though. J3's never wrong. That's fair. All right, here we go. And up we go. That's a cloud. Huh. All right, let's go ahead and turn north here. Make sure we're, you know, at least 500 feet below that cloud. I see light at the end of the tunnel over here, so.
Retard.
That's unexpected.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, altitude leaving.
Passing 500 feet, 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, radar contact, NorCal departure.
NorCal departure, 7 Tango Sierra. See ya. DJ88, thanks for 3 months, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's come up here. There's the highway I'm gonna stay east of. NorCal departure, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, climbing through 1,000.
November 717 Tango Sierra, NorCal departure, Roger, remain clear to San Francisco Bravo airspace, resume navigation.
Clear to the San Francisco Bravo, resume nav, 717 Tango Sierra. Or at least 500 feet below that cloud, no problem. All right, up we go. Go to 2,500. Actually, we can go higher than that. So we can go to 4,000 now. Turn myself on course here. All right, let's just kick the power up now. Oh, that's the yaw damper over that landing. Whoops. We'll go to 3,500 for now. And level her off. Good old slant 4 flight. Yeah, I could punch in direct on there if I really wanted to, but this'll do for us. All right, it's 3,500 feet. How do you really tell how far from the cloud you are? You guess. You guess, and you hope you're right. And you hope there's nobody inside that cloud. If you're flying underneath a cloud and an examiner ever says, how far from that cloud are you? You say at least 500 feet. That's your answer. You don't guess 600, you don't guess 1,500, you say at least 500 feet. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. Underneath the Bravos, there's a 200 knot speed limit. Be able to start climbing again here in a second.
November 9617 Whiskey, Oakland ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Charlie.
Hey, you start to hit it, then you just send 500. Foolish trickery, good to see it. It's Epic E1000, G1000, exclamation point plane. DJ88, thanks for 3 months, man. Cheers, buddy. Hot started and lost the plane. Oops. Well, go take off out of, well, you can go take off out of somewhere if you still want to fly up there. Up we go. We can probably kill...
November 112 go Oakland ground.
Oh, he's trying again. Let's see, we can
112
go...
roger.
Igniter off. And inertial separator off. And all of you can come off. There we go. 5,500 for now. And we'll level off again, and then we'll go to 7,500 in a few minutes. I'll build flies with flaps up. I think you might be right, dude. I meant to do that. We'll climb performance, man. We're checking fuel burn numbers, okay? Oops, it's 5,500. It's not the first time I've done that either. Thanks, Toto. Or 500 easy. 500 foot easy, of course, yeah. All right. Now we can go to 75. Clear this Bravo in just a moment here. Here we go. Gauge autopilot. Go to heading mode. Fantastic. 1,000 to go. 500 to go, sorry. A little passenger comfort back there. There we go. Close enough. Perfect. Now we cruise. Not for very long. The next one will be more interesting. We'll do an IFR flight. I'm a real pilot. At least you have the gear up. What's worse, having the flaps down or the gear down this far out? Probably having the gear down would be worse. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like this airplane. So, Toto, did you figure out your thermal dynamics problem from last week? Sounded like you were pretty engrossed in reading very, very, very interesting reading material, I'm sure.
Tower, maintain VFR out or below 2,000. Proceed on course, no further west.
Couldn't understand why the Mirage wasn't climbing as fast as I was used to. I realized around 35,000 feet the gear was still down. Brake cooling. I like it. The door is shut. Yeah, it helps they keep under 200 knots. Yeah, that was the plan. Yep. Rod, thank you very much for the donation, dude. I appreciate it.
Streaming awesomeness.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much, Rod. I can't wait for Expo, by the way. I can't believe I'm already thinking about Vegas in June, but I'm thinking about Vegas in June. I might also be in Vegas in January, too. That one I'm less excited about. Thanks, Rod. I appreciate it, man. It's good to have you here again. I want to see some pictures of those airplanes, though. Especially that Cub. If you're sharing at some point. Pretty much punched in the in speeds and fuel flow for a few test conditions. I almost fainted when the model spat out the exact ITT and thrust values I was expecting. You're nuts, dude. That's fantastic, though. So the question is, Toto, who's gonna finish first, you or Goran? If I recall, a lot of the extra TBM features are in there because Goran is a master of attention to detail. External view, yeah, we can do external view. You can post a link, absolutely. Anybody can post a link. Might need an extra day at Expo for everyone heading there. Yeah, I'm going to be at Expo a lot longer than I was this past year. I kind of regretted not being there an extra couple of days. I agree, Iowa Scotsman. McCallett, what's going on, buddy? It's good to see you. FS 2020 does not... Yeah, it's just Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I've been calling it Microsoft Flight Simulator and in brackets or parentheses putting 2020 just because that's what people seem to know it as. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh! Oh, dude, that's a beautiful airplane. How much weight do I have to lose to go fly in that thing?
November 7 Tango Sierra, contact NorCal approach 127.4.
127.4, 717 Tango Sierra. We're going to go back and look at it again here in a second. Is that your favorite of the airplanes? I bet it is. NorCal Epic 717 Tango Sierra 7,500.
November 717 Tango Sierra, NorCal approach, draw altimeter 29995.
95. Start down here in a second. Yeah. That's okay. Is it like, what year is it? Did you buy it new or I assume you bought it used? Fabric wings though, man. Ah, dude. Beautiful plane. I approve. Not that you care. Am I on fingers? No, I'm getting VFR advisories. I'll jump over to CTAF here once we get closer. I decided to grab advisories for this leg just so we have somebody to talk to. I get lonely sometimes. 1946, nice. Is there a G1000 in there? I could fly that all day. There we go. I gotta find a place to go get me a tailwheel endorsement. There's a Cub nearby, but I think me and an instructor, the instructor is gonna have to be pretty light. So I'm working. We're working on losing some of these extra pounds here, but it's gonna take some time. Second panel pictures the instrument panel. Oh yes. Oh. Oh, that's fantastic. The RPM gauge goes the wrong way. So does the airspeed. Oh no, the airspeed goes the right way. Never mind.
November 5130, pane clearance through to pane fields, pane 6 departure.
That's a fantastic plane.
Radar vector is Ewok direct.
Thanks for sharing those pictures, dude.
3000. Departure frequency 120.4, squawk 3175.
All right, let's go autopilot off here. Said autopilot off. My airplane.
171 Whiskey, see altitude leaving. 171 Whiskey, radar contact NorCal departure. November 30, reback correct.
Okay, 140 at 3 knots. We'll plan for runway 4 right, because why not?
Departure for Cherokee, November 9617 Whiskey, leaving 1.6 for 2000.
Number 961, the Whiskey, NorCal departure, roger. Resume navigation. Remain clear of the Bravo airspace at all times.
Resume on nav and
yeah, we'll go land 4 right.
Airspace.
Take a nice long
Cherokee,
roll out. See
9617
if we can get off at Delta. Take it over to the Jet Center. So we should see the field up here soon-ish. That over there is not it.
The Southwest 1, descend via
Oh,
Timber
it
2,
is.
arrival, Portland altimeter
That's it right there. Okay.
3016 landing.
Field elevation, 98 feet. Got a lot to lose here.
Number 5130, Payne, ground, runway 16 right, taxi via Delta.
Think you and I could fit in that?
Alpha.
Oh man, this year not found. That may be a squeeze. By the way, I gotta talk to you later, dude. Or hit me up tomorrow. I gotta ask you some stuff.
Number 380, runway 16 right at Alpha 4, taxi via correction.
Dude,
Taxi
I would.
Delta, Charlie,
Toto,
Alpha,
I can't even
Alpha
tell you the
4.
number of times I've been flying, and it's like I wish that I had some binoculars to be able to do this motion right here, because spotting airplanes and spotting fields is so difficult. Protocol approach to Epic 717 Tango Steer. We got field. We'll go ahead and cancel advisories.
Number 7 Tango Sierra radar services terminated. Squawk VFR frequency change approved.
VFR 7 Tango Sierra. We're talking to you. 65. There we go. Do that. Transponder VFR. Okay. Mather. Is this called Mather? Mather. Mather traffic. Epic 717 Tango Sierra 5 miles southwest. Planning a straight in runway 4 right. Mather. Turn flight director off, get that out of the way.
Better that landing.
You bet I will. Mother traffic 717 Tango Sierra. I think it's going to be a low approach, runway 4 right into right traffic. Mather traffic. World's worst CTAF call. Other traffic 717 Tango Sierra, final low approach 4 right traffic, Mather. I could have gotten her slowed down, but it's all right. We'll have a little fun with it.
400. 300. 200.
A little reminiscent of last week here.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
10 feet, not where I want to be.
10.
Oh! Other traffic 717 Tango Sierra upwind runway 4 right traffic, Mather.
Nice butter.
I didn't put the gear down. I wasn't planning on landing. I hope you realize that. The traffic 717 Tango Sierra crosswind 4 right, Mather. Oops, that's the wrong button. All right, let's pattern altitude. Level her off. Take ourselves out here as a touch. The traffic, Epic 717 Tango Sierra, right downwind, runway 4 right, Mather. Perfect. You touch it, you pay the landing fee. Keep hurtling towards an airport marker on the GPS. You can't make it out till pretty much you're on top of it. Yeah, it's pretty much real world flying. Depends on the orientation of the runway. There's one that I go to frequently that's it's a 2,800 foot runway, I think, but it's an east-west runway, sort of buried in the middle of trees, and it's way up in the sticks. Like, it's impossible to spot. And I love it's good little breakfast joint, but man, that airport is hard to see. One notch flaps here. Down, not up. I don't know the power settings for a good pattern in this thing. Mather traffic 717, take us here, right base, runway 4 right, Mather. Magic replaced before the age of GPS. Yeah. I mean, during my training, I did 2 of my cross countries without using no iPad, no GPS, nothing. I did it just through dead reckoning. And it was difficult, man. It was kind of tough. But it was super, super, super fun. It was good practice. But yeah, nowadays, no way. Like I slant 4-flight the whole way, man. Like there's basically no chance that I'm going to go out there and do dead reckoning flying. Mather traffic 717, take us here, final runway 4 right, Mather. Oh,
500.
Hold out a little crooked there.
500.
Check. Okay, 1 red, 1 white.
400.
Mather traffic 110 Tango, 10 mile final.
Got the Cirrus final going.
Final runway 0 for right.
300.
No offense, Rod. Or Max if you're here. Not that you fly. Actually, Max doesn't fly a Cirrus anymore, so he doesn't count.
200.
Okay, gears down, 3 green, flaps down indicated. Runway's in sight, no clearance to receive. Down we go.
100.
Got my spot.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Next one up here. My local airport has the name painted on a taxiway. I don't think I noticed that, dude. Dead reckoning equals circle the water tower and read the town name. I did some of that. I definitely did some of that. My turns on a point was a water tower over a beach or near a beach town. Oh, that's what I wanted. Or Delta, sorry. Mather traffic Epic 717 Tango Sierra is clear 4 right, Mather. And Mather traffic 717 Tango Sierra crossing 4 left, Mather. Bill said this is an old army base.
0 for left.
I would believe it given that there's hardly anything out here. There's a bunch of Coast Guard planes though.
Entered runway 0 for left.
Clear left.
Choose to right.
Clear right. This is a very interesting field. Mather traffic 717 Tango Sierra clear 4 left, Mather. All right, set our lights. Probably should turn the initial separator on too, you know? Should I have the igniters on? A lot of things I should have done. For science.
Weather traffic 110 Tango 3 mile final for 4 right.
Mather.
Mather.
Anthrax is a student pilot. We have to make sure he says everything perfect. Look how big the ramp is out here. Holy crap. I'm just going to park right over here. It's huge. Will Rising, good to see you, my friend. Happy Monday. Welcome aboard. All right, hold park brake. Why is he giving me a do not enter sign? Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sacramento Mather Field. Nice little VFR flight. We're going to do IFR for the next one because conditions at Half Moon Bay are not fantastic. Half an hour. That's actually longer than I thought it would be. Decently squared up pattern there. Anthrax coming in. Let's see if he kicks that nose up again. Oh, you're coming down pretty quick, man. You got a little more power. A little more juice. A little more juice. Oh, man. Thump. Off the runway he goes. Oh, man. Nicely done, my friend. All right, let me go over to F's economy. Let me put some gas back in this airplane. Oh, let me actually finish my flight. Do, 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 do. Anybody else going to Half Moon Bay? Negative. All right, let me put some gas in this plane. 250. Refuel. Cool. Start flight. We got 4 passengers going to Half Moon Bay. And we'll just jump straight in and do some flight planning now. All right. Edit that. Clear that. All right, KMHR, KHAF, and we'll cheat and we'll see what kind of routes they give us. Sacramento, Victor 334, Sunol, 5 to 6,000. We could do that. They're not going to give us that. No way. All right, we'll do that. And we'll plan for 6,000 feet, I guess. Yeah, 6,000 is fine. All right, go to PilotEdge. PilotEdge. File. This is a flight plan. IFR. November 77 Tango Sierra. November 717 Tango Sierra. Epic. Slant Lima. Oh, man, that low. We're going to go like 250 true-ish. K, MHR. KHAF. 6,000 feet. And we're flying Sacramento. Victor 334. Sunol. Is that the beginning of an instrument approach? That is not. So let's then also file, we'll file direct to the instrument approach because we know we're going to fly it. That takes us to 400 feet. Can we get in at 400? What if instead I filed up to the north? Let's rethink our plan here. Because I'm gonna have to come in from the north to have any chance at actually shooting this approach. So, oh boy, K, MHR. Okay, that's not gonna work, is it? So, let's look at the approach here. ILS 12, Gobs. Let's go to Gobs. How do we get to Gobs? I'm going to say we get there. Let's see here. Has to be a point up here or something, right? What's up there? Ah, yes, let's do that. That gets us around the MOA. Not that we really have to get around the MOA, but that keeps us out of the MOA, out of the Air Force Base. Takes us up to the north and then drops us down onto that approach then from Gobs. So we'll see if we can fly that. Take the Portland route to Half Moon. I don't know what that means. Yeah, so let's file that. Because I want to come in from the north. There's no reason to come in from the south and then get vectored all the way to the north. Unless, of course, ATC won't let me do this, which is entirely possible. But it's worth a shot anyway. All right, so we'll still do 6,000 feet. We're going to do IPEEN. SGD Gobs. So we can't shoot the other approach. Well, we could. I'm not going to shoot the other approach because the minimums are 400. Excuse me. The minimums on that approach are 400 feet, and the ceiling right now is 300 feet. The minimums coming from the north are 300 feet, so I know we can get in from there, at least for now. We'll see what happens once we get down there, and we'll see if X-Plane even renders this properly. With the other question, altitude wise, let's see what I can do for altitudes. We're gonna use the Maroka. That says 7 up there. We'll file 6 and see what they do for us. What's the worst that could happen? They'll say no. Okay. Is it 22.2 for it's 22.2, right? Did I call for radio? Economy, open that. That's set. Good. Hey, how you doing? What's going on, buddy? Okay, these are all on. Starter gen's on. Hit the starter. 22.2, okay. Anthrax, take it easy, my friend. Thanks for flying along with us this evening. Have a good night. Oh, yeah. Damn it. I love the iPad with the sunglasses, dude. It's so good. Oh, yeah. Half Moon Bay is always awful. Max Sodom, what's going on, my friend? Happy Monday. Anybody else I miss here? Paddle out, welcome aboard. Cha-ching, says Ghost Pilot. Made a few bucks. I made Made like $6,000 virtual dollars tonight. It seems that Anthrax was not interested in flying the IFR route this evening. It's all right. We won't hold it against him. 22.2. Set there. Mic 2, comm 2. NorCal Epic 717 Tango Sierra on the ground at Sacramento Mather. Like, pick up IFR clearance out of Half Moon Bay, please.
November 717 Tango Sierra, NorCal departure from Hands-on request.
On request.
Terminator 1500 bonus 150. I have my I2 done.
Ah.
I now like IFR, but it's late. Here are some bits for your journey, my friend.
Thank you for the bits, Anthrax. I appreciate it, buddy. Cheers. Does PilotEdge care if you choose to simulate VFR everywhere? They do not care. If you wish to simulate VFR, you can totally simulate VFR everywhere. Now, that could cause interference with some of the IFR people, but for the most part, it doesn't matter. Thanks, Anthrax. Have a good night, man. We'll see you.
November 7 Tango 2, Half Moon Bay Airport. We're via Sacramento. Victor 334. Sunol. Direct. Climb and maintain 7,000. Departure frequency 5. Correction, departure frequency 127.4. Squawk 5766. Hold for release.
Code Half Moon Bay, Sacramento, Victor 334, Sunol, direct, 7,000 on departure, 127.4, squawk 5766, 717 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, read back correct, advise this frequency number 1 ready for departure.
Woke up. Well, all that work for nothing.
Southwest 15 heading 090 to center maintain 4,000.
They must have to bring all those arrivals in from the south then.
Number 380, finding 080.
Okay. So let's go 7,000.
November 683, your altitude has to be plus or minus 500. You can't be at a hard
7,000
altitude
set,
if you're more than
and
3,000 feet above the ground.
altimeter,
So 2,500 or
yeah, 2995 is
1,500 or
fine.
something
That's
plus
good.
500.
Let's do vertical speed. Forgot I could do this, 1,500 feet.
683 is your responsibility to maintain appropriate VFR altitude.
Heading, VS, set, that's set. Okay, let's go taxi out, and then we'll finish it up here.
Southwest, I'm finding 110. We're on the roll. It's field to be 12 o'clock, 20 miles before in sight.
Set my trim. While I'm doing that, I need to grab the departure procedure out of here.
Departure number 10, right?
Sacramento Mather, alternate minimums. Nope, sorry, takeoff minimums. Find the ODP. Yeah, you know me. Salinas, Sacramento, California. Oops. Oh, that's easy. 4 right. Climbing right turn direct to Sacramento VOR. 4 right, 4 left. Climbing right turn direct to Sacramento VOR. Piece of cake. I can handle that. Menu. Delete flight plan.
Number 302 miles block, flight 130, maintain 3,000 until time Sean localizer cleared ILS Yankee, runway 16 right approach.
Damn it. Push the button. MHR. Oh, really? It's like the keyboard like half works for this. Sacramento menu, load airway, Victor 334 to Sanal, load. And then KHAF. Perfect. Okay, it's gonna be a right turn to the Sacramento VOR out of here. I have an alias as a TBM because I own a TBM. Sacramento is the armpit of California. Hey man, I make no assumptions. Jay Newall, good to see you. Happy Monday. Dude, we don't need to go all the way down there, do we? Oh, actually, crap, I wanted 4 left. Stand by. 360 on the taxiway while we take out some of the lights. Sacramento's the armpit, Bakersfield is. Wow, man, you guys are harsh. That was legit. Completely legit, dude. Do not question. All right, 27.4's departure. I think 20.65 was CTAF. Yeah. Hit the record button. We'll debrief this one. Fort Cal Epic 717 Tango Steers #1 for departure, Sacramento, out of 4 left.
Approaching runway 0.
November 7 Tango Steer, time 0248 and 3/4, release to departure. Clearance is white, if not off by 0255, frequency change approved.
Okay, off by 0255, frequency change approved, 717 Tango Steer, we'll talk to you in a few. Okay, do you. Mather traffic, Epic 717 Tango Steer, departing runway 4 left. That'd be a right turn out, Mather.
Entered runway 04 left.
Okay, so let's do
5,800
you.
remaining.
You're all set. What else do I have to do? Okay. 4 left is identified. Big honking right turn over here. So we head that direction. All right, lights, camera, action. Oh, we don't have the camera set. 5766. 5766. All right, lights are set. Camera is now set. And action. Good. All right, let's go flying. Thanks, John Garoba. Power set, airspeed alive, instrument screen. Hold that center line. Positive rate. Here. Autopilot on. Get our acceleration on. Get the flaps in this time. Oops. Yaw. Inertial separator off. Igniter off. Yaw damper is... where is it at? Now it's on. full power. We'll change this to flight level change at 200 knots. Mather traffic epic 717 Tango Sierra climbing through 2,000 feet just southeast of the field. We're going to be direct Sacramento VOR, and this will be our last call. Mather. Okay, go over there. Oops, that's the wrong frequency. Over there. And then direct, enter, and nav.
Southwest 1 taxi to the ramp via Bravo, Mike and Tango.
Have to take off,
ground.
gear up, lights are out, flaps are indicated, lights are set. Lights are set. Up we go. NorCal departure epic 717 Tango Sierra 4,500 climbing 7,000 just southeast of Sacramento Mather.
November 717 Tango Sierra, NorCal departure ident.
Ident. Tango got 7 p.m. emote. Ah, you guys
November 7 Tango Sierra, ready to contact
That's
11 miles
fantastic, though.
northeast of Sacramento. Sacramento altimeter 2995.
95, 7 Tango Sierra. 1,000 to go.
November 17 Whiskey, the Sacramento altimeter is 2995.
The transponder is the camera. So, lights are obvious. Okay, lights should be self-evident here. Let me get this thing configured for our cruise. So lights are obvious. Camera is the transponder and the departure frequency. And then action is basically, you know, prop levers, fuel, flaps, trim, like all that. But yeah, camera is the transponder and the departure frequency. All right, we're below 1,000 or 10,000, so we're 250 or less on the speed. Like so. It's 7 p.m. somewhere, you guys. That's amazing. Oh, jeez. That's the first time I've seen the flip emote used with good, with good usage, I guess. Good purpose. Highlight much? I highlight my message for 100 points. I think the point system's kind of dumb, but I think I'll find something to do with it at some point. Maybe we can make it useful. Can the Reality GTN 750 be updated? Yeah, if you want to spend a lot of money, or if you want to go to some less than reputable websites. There are places that you can get it updated. Half Moon Bay, 2.5 miles mist, overcast 300. We have to come in from the north. Like, we're gonna have to get vectors for the RNAV. Oh man, RNAV 12. But he'll be able to take us out to sea. He'll actually be able to probably give us vectors to final, or vectors to probably Fudge Sea, or even Jevsky. Jevexy. One of the waypoints down there. It's 7 p.m. in Portland. There you go. Jimmy Whiskers, good to see you. What are you flying tonight? We're flying the Aerobask Epic E1000 G1000 edition. This beautiful little airplane. I'm hoarding my channel points. I'm sure one day there will be a super fantastic channel prize. Yeah, we'll do something fun one of these days. I can make custom rewards that like put it into a queue for me to look at. But like I guess the obvious thing for airplane, like for this kind of stuff is like, you can choose my route, but I don't like letting people choose my route. So it's kind of an existential moment there for me. Citation Max. Good to see you, man. How you doing, Max? Max, I want to tell you something. We've discovered that it's 7 o'clock somewhere. This should not found that's your cue, buddy. This Charlotte, shouldn't you be spending time with your wife and kid? Or are they all in bed? Not that I'm judging you or anything. I am, after all, sitting here playing pretend airplanes on the internet tonight. Selling my channel points on eBay, says Piper Hawk. I like it. If you go above 250 below 10,000, do the air cops get you? We could probably push it as far as 260, but yeah, I mean, there's always a chance that the controller could notice and say, hey, what's your airspeed? I wouldn't, like in the real world, it's certainly not one of those things I would take any chances with.
5130, taxi to the ramp via Alpha and monitor ground.
I absolutely would not take any chances with it in the real world because, I mean, below 250, under 10,000 feet would just be dangerous. Like, even 250 below 10,000 feet feels like it might be a little dangerous. I've had some pretty, like, I won't say close calls, but I've had some close encounters with airplanes. And when you're moving at 100, even 115 knots, it gets a little like, ooh, that was close. Kids in bed, wife's watching TV. Approved. Ernie doesn't get out of bed for 6,000 points. Ernie, how many points do you have, man? You're allowed IRL plus or minus 10 knots. 260 knots below 10K is legal. That's fair. I still don't think I'd want to do 260 below 10, though. $15.1K. Nice. I kind of wish that Twitch somewhere let me gave me a report as to how many points everybody had. I spent thousands of points unloading my dad jokes a week ago, and it was totally worth it. Out of the Bravo's 200. Yep. Tell that to the Vision Jets, Max. Hey-yo! It's a good cocktail. Yeah. So we did, Max, we did 2 VFR routes tonight, and now Half Moon Bay is reporting 2.5 miles, 300 overcast. We're going to see if X-Plane will actually draw it this evening and go shoot an approach out there, see if we can find Half Moon Bay. Roasted. Hey, he doesn't care anymore. His airplane goes fast now. It goes even faster.
November 7 Tango Sierra, contact NorCal approach 120.905.
120.905, 717 Tango Sierra.
Southwest 2919, contact Denver, center 127.95.
Right, there we go. Sit. Congratulations, Toad Crow 1088. You won the Zebo. Am I on active sky? No, I'm just using stock weather tonight. NorCal approach, Epic 717, Tango Sierra 7000.
So 2919, Denver Center Rider. November 717, Tango Sierra, NorCal approach, roger, altimeter 29908.
98? Yeah, we'll see what it does for us. I don't think I'm going to invest in any weather add-ons or any, like visual add-ons for X-Plane, kind of maybe not my focus right now as we get closer and closer to, like, the ultimate weather add-on. But I don't know. I'll look into it. We'll see. I don't know, but it was telling me people were telling me last week that we got to check out X Enviro again with their latest update. I'm not sure how I feel about that though. No, you won't. I know you. No, think about it, dude. X Enviro still sucks. Okay. Yes, Vulcan. That's what I mean. Yep. Uh-huh. No, seriously, I'll look into X Enviro. We'll see. I I use FS Global, but FS Global was like causing my stream to lag and stutter. So I just went back to stock X-Plane. It's been working great. I think a lot of people won't be spending too much on X-Plane with Microsoft Flight Sim around the corner. I think that's a pretty good thing, Will. And you've noticed that there's been quite a lot of scenery add-ons and various visual, especially add-ons coming out for X-Plane lately. It seems that a lot of people are trying to rush their products to market right now, as if something is looming. Fast Joe Testarossa, good to see you, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Surprised I didn't hook you up with a review copy. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't give me review copies. I can get everything from the xplane.org store. I could probably get stuff from X Aviation, but like I don't get any of the Orbex stuff. I don't really get anything outside of those two storefronts. If I reached out and asked for it, I might. But whatever. Like it's easier to say, hey, can I get a review copy of this thing with somebody that I've got a pretty established relationship with, as opposed to like just randomly, hey, I stream on Twitch. Can you give me some free stuff? Nah, I don't like doing that. Servant, good to see you, man. What's going on, Ian? Hey, Ian, you should go do some pattern work at Half Moon Bay. Stay in that Class G airspace. You'll be fine. I tried X-Enviro 1.12. It looks much better than the previous versions. Performance takes a toll, though. That's what I hear. Like, I hear that it runs pretty bad, which is too bad. Oh, man, the Falcon's going to be good. I still think the Falcon's probably like 6 months away, though.
November 717 Tango Sierra, contact NorCal approach 135.65.
3565, 717 Tango Sierra. We got Brandon now. NorCal approach, happy Monday, 717 Tango Sierra, 7000.
November 717 Tango Sierra, when you find out what's good about it, you just let me know. San Francisco altimeter is 29 or 9 or 8.
98, and we got you now as a controller, man. That's what's good.
There you go.
Fast Joe Testarossa, thank you very much for 15 months, dude. I appreciate it. My drink is empty, so we're down to water. Cheers, my friend. Oh, yeah. So if you're just tuning in, we're on our way to Half Moon Bay right now. Wasn't going to fly to Half Moon Bay, but the weather is pretty crappy down there. There's actually a chance that we may not make it to Half Moon Bay. So we'll see how it goes. Challenger 600 anywhere near the TBM, it might be the best out on the hit the X-Plane market. It depends on when it comes out too. Like those guys are also also on the clock. Like I'll keep my X-Plane install because there's a few add-ons that I'm very much looking forward to flying and covering. The Falcon, of course, being one of them. The Challenger, of course, being one of them, and the FlyJ Sim Q400. Like, there aren't a lot of add-ons that I'm like, holy crap, I can't wait for that to come out right now. But those that are will pull me back at least for a little bit into the sim. My X-Plane install's not going anywhere. That's for sure. That being said, like, I don't really see myself coming back and covering the latest and greatest flight factor airplane and stuff like that. But I mean, we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see how the flight sim even turns out. I think it was Scarebus Driver last week is like, everybody's excited, but nobody knows what products are going to be available for it yet. And that's totally true. Like, we don't know what third parties are coming over and all that. 35 FPS at London City with the Zebo. That's between 10 and 15 FPS lower than without X-Enviro, but I wouldn't say it's not flyable. Gotcha, okay.
November 717 Tango Sierra, the weather at Half Moon Bay is frightful. It doesn't look very delightful, so just let me know when you have it and say approach request.
We have the weather and we'd like the GPS, or the RNAV GPS runway 12, 7 Tango Sierra.
November 7 Tango Sierra, roger. Expect that. Fly heading 220.
You're heading 220, we'll expect it, 7 Tango Sierra.
Retard. Retard. Retard.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I don't know. All right, procedure. Flyboy F-117, thanks for 31 months, my friend. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Speaking of non-X-plane add-on development, Crosswind. What's going on, dude? It's good to see you, buddy.
Aircraft calling Portland clearance. Say your call sign again and aircraft type.
2. I'll put gobs in there for now. Minimums are going to be
204, Portland clearance, departure frequency 118.1, squawk 3765.
No. 360. I'm
204,
not sure about this. All right, we're going to fly the RNAV runway 12 into Half Moon Bay. Final approach course 122. We're going to expect...
617 Whiskey, Oakland.
I don't know what we're going to get. Probably vectors to Jevsky or Jevsky.
What's your destination airport?
Anyway, we'll cross the final approach fix above 1,700 feet and down from there. Our missed approach altitude is going to be 360 MSL and 7/8 of a mile visibility. So we got the visibility. We might have the altitude. We'll see.
117 Whiskey, Roger, radar service terminated. Squawk
In the event of a missed approach, it's going to be climb straight ahead 700 feet, right turn 4,000 feet to the Seams intersection and hold there. And if we do have to go missed, we will plan on probably diverting to Oakland. Cool. How you doing, Crossman, by the way? It's good to see you, buddy. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be done. You got this, yeah. Nah, dude, I'll even hand fly it, man. Why not?
Retard. Retard. Retard.
Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting the sub to Poop Splatter. Cheers, buddy.
Tango Sierra, turn right heading 260.
260, 717 Tango Sierra. 260. So he's going to vector me. Yeah, he can vector me south here. I don't imagine he can get me low until we cross the mountains east of Half Moon Bay. Although he might be able to give me a little bit of a descent. I guess we'll see. Gonna go ahead and say it wasn't me. I make no assumptions. Well, that's the thing, Serby, is you're not gonna see the planes right away, but I suspect the add-on developers are gonna get a hold of the dev kits and all that stuff around the same time that the alpha guys get their alpha clients. Like Microsoft knows, they know how important the add-on market is to this sim, and they know that without an add-on market, you're not going to get your hardcore simmers. And they've stated many, many times that their focus is the hardcore simmer. So
204 Portland ground, runway 28 left, taxi via Charlie.
I suspect that we're going to see a fairly good number of airplanes out pretty early in the phase. You won't see everything,
ground,
obviously, but
wind calm, runway 28 left.
we were talking about this last week. Like, I think it's gonna be a gold rush. Like, whoever gets, I was saying this on Friday. Whoever gets the first 737 out, going to make a lot of money. Whoever gets the first, whatever, like the first airplanes to come out, even if they're not the best, are still going to make money hand over fist, because people are going to flock to buy them, because they're going to want their shiny airliners to fly in their shiny new sim. PMDG can take their time, but at the same time, like, PMDG is going to have a pretty massive payday, especially if they happen to be first. Didn't they say something like an arcade mode was available?
7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, 7 Tango Sierra. No, actually, they haven't said anything like that. I asked them specifically when I was there. It's one thing at a time. I asked the developers specifically what their plans were for gamification of the sim. And what I was told is that we have no plans. Like, we're not focusing this sim on game, like making it a game. The sim is focused on the hardcore simmer that's what we're doing moving forward. We haven't thought about gamification or any of those types of aspects of it. That being said, there's going to be missions. There probably will be a light arcade mode or something, but I don't imagine it's going to be the focus. That's all speculation. I mean, we don't know that for certain. Yeah, that's what I was curious about, because it's like, if you want mass market appeal, like you need to make a game out of it somehow. Like, you look at a game like Forza. Forza has mass market appeal, and it also has gamification elements to it. Now, that's easy with a racing game, obviously.
204,
A little
Tower.
less
After departure,
easy with a flight
left turn
sim,
on
but there's
course
things
is
they can
approved.
figure out.
Maintain VFR out below 6,000 until advised. Runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
I wouldn't be surprised if PMDG Aerosat, maybe even Flight Factor, already involved in the transition process. Yeah, it's possible. Flight Factor, I think Flight Factor would rely on SASL, though. So if they decide to port SASL over, then yeah, that's a possibility. I was saying this last week as well. If the SASL team got together and said, hey, we're going to make SASL for Flight Simulator, then it might be easier to port some of the X-Plane add-ons over, assuming those guys are even interested.
3,100.
3,100, 717 Tango Sierra. 3,100. Half Moon Bay traffic is going to be 22.8. Okay, that's set. Here we go. In the clouds we go. I don't see Flight Factor in it, to be honest with you. They could port an A320 in it, as most of it runs outside the sim. Yeah, actually, the A320 would be the one most likely. Like, their A320, Total Rico stuff, a lot of it depends on how the interface happens between those DLL files and all that stuff, and we're below like Bravo shelf, so I need to pull the speed back.
204, contact 4
a lot of that depends on the interaction between those DEL files and how, like, are they using data refs and things like that within the DLLs, where they have like an interface that sits between all of that. Things for smarter people than me to figure out. Well, the P3D side of things, they've already said they're supporting SimConnect. So the P3D developers will already be pretty familiar, or at least they should be familiar with how to interface with that sim. I'm pretty confident, though, that they're going to do the right thing. Like, I've got, when we sat down with them, when we talked to them, man, I got really, really, really good vibes from them. I'm not entirely sure we're going to get this airport. I'm going to force a weather reload right now, though. Boom. Nope. Where's my, there it is. All right, so we'll force a weather reload. We'll get whatever's current.
Number 920 Delta Farmington ground.
Turn all that on. Outside air temperature is minus or is +5, so we don't have to worry about icing. We'll turn the igniter on. We'll turn the initial separator on now, though.
Hawk 204, Portland departure ident.
So we'll see what he gives me for a procedure
radar
here.
Contact 3 miles south of Portland. Climb VFR at your discretion. Portland altimeter is 3016. Number 7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 290.
29077 Tango Sierra.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, change to mic frequency 135.1.
35.1 7 Tango Sierra. Lord Calipic 717 Tango Sierra, new frequency.
November 7 Tango Sierra, roger. November 920 Delta Farmington Tower, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Kind of worried about FS economy. I got a feeling a lot of the planes I fly on the platform won't be a flight simulator for a while. It's possible, yeah.
204, what's your planned altitude to Pendleton?
Yeah, that'll be a big wild card. FS Economy.
204 Roger.
I think most people thought X-Plane 11 was the future of flight sim. I certainly did. Like, I never saw Microsoft getting back in the game with a flight simulator ever. Like, flight was such a catastrophe. They sold the damn rights to Dovetail to do their thing. Dovetail floundered and failed. Like, for all intents and purposes, that platform was dead. Dead, 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 dead. Yet, here we go. So who knows? Well, X-Plane developers want to develop for a flight simulator. I'm pretty sure most of them are not interested to get in right now. Most are waiting to see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. I think if they're smart, they will take a serious look at it. I don't know what it takes to port those planes over. I don't know anything about that. A lot of the X-Plane developers are doing all their stuff in Lua. So unless Lua somehow gets supported in that environment, that's going to be a disadvantage for them.
Half Moon Bay Airport to the Palo Alto Airport.
Dovetail's like, where are all the trains?
Direct Sapid and then direct.
I don't think Laminar cares. I don't think Austin cares. Austin's got enough commercial customers. Like, the commercial customers are still probably where he's making all his money. I know military contracts that exist. I know of, commercial contracts. There's a lot of commercial sims that are using X-Plane 11. There's a lot of stuff out there beyond just us. We are, I think, still pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things for Laminar.
Contact Seattle Center 121.4.
Now we make up all the sales for the add-on market, without question.
Mach 204 Seattle Center, Roger, Portland altimeter 3016, maintain VFR.
It's all speculation.
Tango Sierra, clear direct fudge seat, cross fudge seat at or above 3,100, well, correction at 3,100, cleared RNAV, runway 12 approach, half Moon Bay.
Direct fudge seat, cross fudge seat 3,100 and cleared RNAV 12 approach, Half Moon Bay, 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, procedure, activate approach. And then we're going to go flight plan. Nope. Fudge C direct. Nav mode. And we'll do another direct here as we start to turn closer. Commercial sims are a big part, and they mostly don't care if it looks nice or not. Yep. And it's the flight dynamics are very, very important for the commercial sims. And X-Plane does that pretty well outside of the box. Like, well enough. I know one of my local flight schools has a certified AATD that runs X-Plane 11. Okay, fudge sheep of 3,100, so we'll start down after that. 1,700 to...
approach, November 2822 Delta, the twin Cessna 310. 3 miles north of
Jevsky?
Deer Park, inbound to land, Spokane, with information, India.
That guy's either very Canadian or very Minnesotan.
2822 Delta, Spokane approach, Squawk 3365.
I think I saw a moose.
3365, 22 Delta.
I love that accent. I love accents in general, dude. That dude's 100% Minnestan. Great minds think alike.
Who's standing by for clearance? We need 58144.
Put the goat in the boat, eh?
I called you and then you didn't say anything, so I never actually got your request.
It's terrible.
So you want an IFR clearance? I see your flight plan here. It's on request standby.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the VNAV button. Right there. That'll start taking us down here in a second. Gonna go down to 1,700 feet at the final approach fix, then we'll activate approach mode as we get closer. Get that speed down too when we get down to the final approach fix. All right, we got a glide slope coming in now, so we'll go approach mode. Start bringing that speed back a touch. What do you think the approach speed for this airplane is? Probably about 100, 110 knots. Be my guess.
November 58144, clear to the Charlie Lima Mike Airport, Portland 1 departure. Radar vectors battleground, and then as filed.
Here we go.
Maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 124.35.
I didn't mean to run over your moose.
Walk 20.
Was busy drinking my maple syrup, eh? Okay, we're on the glide path now. Precision approach mode activated. GPS LPV enabled. Down to 300 feet AGL.
Number 58144, read back correct. November 717 Tango Sierras, no traffic observed between you and the Half Moon Airport. Report cancellation of IFR in the air on this frequency on the ground on 122.2. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Over to advisory 7 Tango Sierra. We'll talk to you soon. Half Moon Bay traffic. Epic 717 Tango Sierra, 5 miles straight in, final runway 12, Half Moon Bay. My airplane. You can post a link, yeah. You don't have to ask to post links in here. Just don't post anything dumb. No pornography, no violence, no racism, no hatred. You know, it's lighthearted and funny. That's okay. We'll make fun of our Canadians, eh? All right, let's go gear. First notch of flaps. Add a little bit of power. Props full. I think now we're actually 5 miles. Half Moon Bay traffic, Epic 717, take us here 5 miles straight in, runway 12, Half Moon Bay. $1,000 to go. In reality, it'd probably be pretty bumpy right now. Actually, no, it's fog, so it'd be nice and it'd be fairly smooth.
Final runway 12.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Epic 717, take us here final runway 12, Half Moon Bay. 500 above. Oh boy. We'll make no configuration changes when we get this thing. 300. $200.
500.
Briefly had it. Thanks, check. Thanks, explain. 100 above.
Minimum.
Not yet. Got it.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Retard.
Derby, thanks for gifting a sub to Corn Hub. All right. I didn't think we were going to have that. Oh, hey. What's up, my friend? Half Moon Bay traffic, 77 take a serious clear runway 12 Half Moon Bay. Is that a, nah, it's a real person, man. It's Air Cine, I think. What's up? Well, this is awkward. Foolish Trickery, welcome aboard. Happy Monday. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good luck. Nothing but legit. To be fair, the winds are favoring that runway, but that runway didn't get me down low enough. If I took that runway, I would have had to go missed. Why aren't I paying more attention to chat? Are turboprops allowed? I don't know if they're allowed or not. I am paying attention to chat. You're gonna do the back taxi. Ah. We got the grass. No, technically I landed the wrong way, but there's no way I was gonna get the airport if I landed the right way. I think I landed with like a 5-knot tailwind. But I knew that the performance in this airplane was fine. Like, it was capable of handling it, so wasn't super worried about it. Yeah, I don't know that pistons are allowed here, or turboprops are allowed here. Jets aren't allowed here, but that doesn't stop us from simming into this area. Air Cine. He tried to troll. Oh, cancel IFR. Good call. Yeah. Because you probably want to leave, don't you?
More contact point on departure.
Large aircraft line, that's us. NorCal 77 Tango Sierra, cancel IFR.
November 7 Tango Sierra, drive for cancellation received.
Have a good night, man.
Sierra time now 0330, clearance way to find airborne by 0335. Release
oh,
for
okay, he's taking off IFR, I got you.
Okay, release for departure. Sign off by 0335, 24 Alpha Sierra.
Sorry about that, man.
258144 on departure.
All
Radar
right.
contact. Leaving 3000, clear direct to Battleground.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Half Moon Bay Airport. We survived. I recorded that whole thing too, so let me upload that. Track logs. You.
Retard.
I couldn't agree more. Oh! This shit not found. Thanks for gifting the 10 subs, man. If you got a sub, make sure you say thank you. Cheers, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, dude. Sorry, Air City.
Retard.
Sorry for everything. Legend, he says. I'm assuming he's talking about this hero not found. Definitely not me. Okay. All right, let's jump off the pilot edge.
Disconnected.
And replay mode. Let's check that one out. All right, so where was the breakout? 360 were minimums. So that was the first one. That was the fake one.
500. Minimum.
They call minimums 100 feet before minimums. So right
400.
there are the minimums. So we were definitely legal for that landing.
300.
In case anybody, you know, didn't believe me.
200. 100.
Thank you again, this hero not fun. Appreciate it, man.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, it didn't recognize my instrument approach. Huh. Interesting. Does it not know this approach? If that's the case, it's be the second time that we've lost an approach. Oh, let's got it. There we go. All right, let's go watch one more here from the outside. Coastpod, thank you very much for the bits, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, it was cool. That was a fun little jaunt there. All right, how's this thing sound on the ground? Dragging it in, man. It should have been a little faster because I knew I didn't have any flaps in. Oh yeah, that thing stops on a dime. Very nice. Think you forgot the E on your big love, Mr. Chow. All right. All right, so people ask me what I do for work. So here we go. This is Cloud Ahoy. This is my day job. And this is how we debrief an approach. So it didn't load the full approach in over here, which is unfortunate. Didn't recognize the instrument approach. But that's okay. So we could pop into this sucker. We could see where the intercept was. So the first thing we notice is that I overshot the intercept. And that was all the autopilot's doing. And obviously the autopilot carried me in until about Jevsky. So interestingly, it seems like we were below. So what was my crossing at Jevsky? Oh, it's using GPS out. It doesn't. Yeah, okay. It doesn't know the actual altitude. It's using GPS altitude. That's unfortunate. Oh, right, because it assumes there's no weather in the sim. Yeah, so it's assuming standard altimeter. So it's close, but yeah, it's going to show me a little bit below here. But yeah, you see it tracked on pretty well. Like the magenta is the track, and yeah, we pretty much held it all right. See a little bit of waver back and forth, but not too bad. Oh, I got very confused there. Thought we landed a little early. I know there's no V-speeds associated. Let me set the V-speeds then. Epic. Actually, let's just call it a TBM. If I call it a TBM, I think it'll work. 1 TB. Yeah. Save that. Reload it. That might make it a little happier. Oh, there, recognize the RNAV approach. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it's all about visualization. So we can get rid of all that stuff. We can get rid of you. Clean it up nicely here. You can see what the touchdown was. So touchdown at, let's see. So we crossed Jexy right where we needed to, kept the speed pretty consistent. Could have slowed it up a bit more below 500 feet, but I didn't really want to touch the speed until we got lower. That's what I'm looking at over here. And then the airspeed below 500 is the only thing it didn't like. Everything else is fine. Then we touched down. Should tell me where I touched down. Oh, here it is. At 700, we touched down at 1,226 feet. So floated it a fair bit coming in there, but I'm okay with that because I was still flaps, you know, was flaps notch 1 there. But yeah, that's Cloud Ahoy. It's cool stuff. I like it. It's a cool program. Ralex MD, good to see you. Of course I like it. It's paying the bills right now. Ralex MD, happy Monday. It's good to see you. You came in just for the end of the stream here. So, folks, it's been a pleasure tonight. Let's see who's streaming. We'll probably go say hi to the folks doing World Flight. Nico's doing World Flight. Maybe say hi to him. What are the SimFest guys doing right now? Who's flying? Is that Chewy? Guys, help me out. Is this Chewy in the right seat? I think it is. That's got to be Chewy. Okay, here's the thing. We're going to go into the SimFest channel. We're going to ask Chewy, is this PMDG? Okay? That's the plan tonight. I'm sure they're going to really appreciate that.